Hi, welcome to Explore Gwinnett's Top 10. Every month we share with you some of the best places, events, and things to do in Gwinnett, Georgia's largest, most diverse county. Get to feel the small town heart that has a big city soul with hosts Victoria and Rico.
Hi, this is Explore Gwinnett's Top 10 list with my co-host Victoria Hawkins. Thank you, Victoria, for coming out.
Of course, so happy to be here.
Yeah, this is cool. This is a beginning of our first of a series of these top 10s, and today is date night. And this will be interesting. So I looked through this list earlier with Victoria, and there's some of these places I wasn't familiar with, and darn if I'm not going to make sure I go to some of them. So that first one was really interesting because it's K1 Speed.
Yes, K1 Speed is actually an indoor go-kart track located in Duluth. So when people think of go-karts, a lot of times they think that's kids stuff, not really for adults.
Slow.
But not these go-karts. They go super fast. You have to have a license to drive most of them.
Really?
So teens and adults alike can both have fun doing it. Like I said, it's really, really easy to get to, located in Duluth, right off Pleasant Hill Road.
Wow, that's close. And that high speed gets me. That thing's going to have to go out. High octane. The second one is a place that is actually in a former location of something similar. It's called NitroZone. Tell me about that.
Exactly. NitroZone is located right here in Peachtree Corners. It's a massive space with kind of everything you would want to do, like all the fun stuff. There's bowling. There are go-karts. There's also a full ninja course.
Like American Ninja?
Yes, like American Ninja. Rico, you look like you'd be ready for that one.
Yeah, that's me. Me and my 14-year-old will be just climbing those walls.
But you can imagine it makes a really fun date night. They also have full bar.
Full bar. Okay, there you go. I got to do that with the full bar. That makes sense.
Don't mix those together.
That could be a dangerous place. NitroZone, Peachtree Corners. Like it. The next one is make something. I'd love to make things. So tell me about this because there's a few places we can make things.
Absolutely. There's lots of places around Gwinnett to make stuff with your date. The reason why that's a great idea is because it's always fun to be creative with your special someone, and then you also have a keepsake of the night, so you can always remember that date. Like I said, there's several places that you can go to do this. You might be familiar with Masterpiece Mixers.
Yes.
There's one in Suwanee, one in Lawrenceville, Snellville. That's where you can paint on canvas. There's also a place called Eye Candy Studio in Duluth. That's with the little pottery pieces. You go in, pick out whatever pottery piece you like, paint it. They put it in the kiln for you, and you come back a couple days later and pick it up.
Oh, neat. Almost like Patrick Swayze in that movie.
Yes. But you don't have to have any kind of pottery skills for it. And then the last one is AR Workshops. That's actually located in Lawrenceville, right there on the square. And it's a little bit different from the other making workshops because you actually make home decor items. So if you're into Joanna Gaines and all that stuff, this is your thing.
Neat.
Yeah.
Instead of spending 3 hours shopping for one, you make
Exactly.
it yourself.
Instead of going to Hobby Lobby and buying one, you get to make your own. So you can choose a custom phrase, you can put your family's name, your child's name, whatever you want, and you make those big signs that are made out of the barn wood and things like that. So you break out power tools and everything, and you're like really making
I'm on the go, ready for that.
Yes.
That's cool. Now, escapism and escaping from somewhere sometimes. Escape rooms. Tell me, there's one of them I can't wait to do.
Yes, absolutely. And this is one that, what better date night than to get locked in a place with your date and have to work together to get out? Doesn't that sound like fun?
That could be.
Yeah, there's a couple places in Gwinnett where you can try out escape rooms. There's one right here in Peachtree Corners called Brainstorm Escape Rooms. Then there's also Escape the Netherworld.
Now, that's the famous Netherworld?
That is the famous Netherworld. So Netherworld is a nationally ranked haunted house located right here in Gwinnett. So they are typically only open 2 or 3 months out of the year, but recently they've opened an escape game. So Netherworld is pretty high quality, scary stuff.
Yeah.
So imagine all that stuff being trapped in the room with you and you're trying to get out.
Now, they've been collecting movie props and all sorts of things like that. That would be scary to do that.
It's really, really cool. I've done it twice.
You want to bring that girl closer or that man closer, this is the place to
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun.
Be holding on to that person. Suwanee Creek Greenway.
Yes, so Suwanee Creek Greenway, Gwinnett has great parks. All the cities have great parks. But Suwanee Creek Greenway is special because they actually do free bike rental. So
Okay.
if you don't have a bike rack or a way to transport your bike from your home to a local park,
Right.
you can just show up there, download the app, and they give you very specific instructions on the actual bike rack.
Real simple.
Real simple.
Okay.
You download the app. You do have to enter credit card information in case you try to steal the bike.
Good.
You know,
Okay,
understandable.
sure.
But other than that, you get 2 hours free bike rental. So you can imagine that's a really fun date
Yeah.
night to go kind of exploring through the trails and things like that in
You can
Suwanee.
even do that on the spur of the moment and not worry that you don't have the bike rack or
Exactly.
the bike's with you.
Exactly.
That
No
is neat.
excuses.
Yes, absolutely. So halfway through the list, we're at number 6 with Everett's Music Barn. That's an
Yes.
interesting story
Yes.
too, right?
If you're into live music, you'll love Everett's Music Barn. It's a very, very small little homegrown venue over in Suwanee near Old Town Suwanee. And so it's a little red barn, and they do live bluegrass music every Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
And they have some pretty big bluegrass names that come out there regularly. Like I said, it's every Saturday night. It's actually something that's been going on for decades now in Gwinnett, and I'm still surprised a lot of people don't know about it. It actually grew from years and years ago. There was actually a police officer who was killed in the line of duty, and his family was the Everett family. So everyone from the community came out to their home and their barn, and they would bring food and they would play bluegrass music to kind of console the family. And it just kind of grew into this, like, every Saturday night there's bluegrass
Wow.
music at the barn.
It's almost like a family thing.
It
That's
is.
what it feels like.
It
a
is.
family.
It really feels like that.
And from an Italian, that almost feels like a family wedding where you're waiting until the end of the performance to add in that donation.
Exactly.
So cool, and you can tip even. Number 7 continues the music realm, and we're talking about Eddie Owen Presents.
Yes, as I mentioned before, if you're looking for live music in Gwinnett, it's definitely here. A lot of people don't know where to find it. But Eddie Owen Presents has been open in downtown Duluth for probably 5 or 6 years now.
Okay.
So Eddie Owen is famous from Eddie's Attic over in downtown Decatur, where he has helped make a lot of nationally known music acts, help them make their name. He's
Yeah.
discovered a lot of people, or helped discover a lot of people. And he's doing the same thing over in Duluth now. So at Eddie Owen Presents, they do live music probably 2 to 3 nights a week.
I'm surprised. That's really
It's
that's
a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Their calendar is really, really full. Most of their events are ticketed, so take a look at their website. But they do songwriters nights, open mic nights, and then they also just entertain a lot of different musical acts that are on tour and things like that.
Wow, that is cool. That's a great place to go, I'm sure. Slow Pour Brewery. Now
Yes.
I didn't realize there's some of that in Gwinnett County.
There is some of that. We've waited a really long time.
Uh-huh.
It's here. We have a brewery. Slow Pour is located in Lawrenceville.
Uh-huh.
They're already really making a name for themselves. They've been open maybe about a year,
Okay.
but they are already securing a lot of distribution. They're in Fresh Market and things like that. They also won the Suwanee Beer Fest this year. They won the whole thing. So it's really good beer. It's not just, oh, we have beer here. We have good beer here. They're in a huge former auction house, a big brick building that they've renovated beautifully. It's a very casual atmosphere, so great for date night. There's a lot of couches and highboy tables and things like that. 2 bars to serve you. I think they have 5 or 6 different beers that they offer right now.
Okay.
I believe they do free tours. They also have board games and things like that, a large screen TV. So it's a really good place to just kind of relax and get to know someone and just have a good conversation.
And have a nice home brewed beer.
Exactly.
From Gwinnett County. Number 9 on the list is river tubing.
Yes,
Yeah,
$10 river tubing.
$10 river tubing. That's really cheap, actually.
It is. That's a great, like, if you're a little low on funds, but you're
Yeah.
still trying to have a date night,
Uh-huh.
this is perfect.
Yeah.
So for $10, you get 2 hours of river tubing. It's located over in Duluth off of Abbott's Bridge Road.
Okay.
So the $10 does include your life vest. It includes your shuttle, because you jump in the Chattahoochee and you go down for
Float.
2 hours. You
Right.
float. Sorry.
Float.
Don't just jump
That's-
in. You float. And you ride for 2 hours,
Yeah.
and then you get a shuttle that brings you back to the original location.
That's great, and you can pick that up anytime. I mean, some of these things are spur of the moment stuff. You
Yes,
don't
they're
need
open every day.
Wow, that is cool. Last on the list, number 10, is Flashback Games.
Yes.
My wife, I think, would love this.
Okay, I'm an 80s baby, so I love this.
Yes.
I love vintage and old school stuff, so Flashback Games is my favorite. It's located actually in Loganville, and it's a full-on 80s themed arcade. So they play 80s music, they have a jukebox that only has 80s music, but they have all the large size, old school Pac-Man type arcade games.
Wow. Miss
So,
Pac-Man, Invaders
all of
probably,
that.
and stuff like
All
that.
of that, and people just love it. Like even kids today, they love it. It's vintage. They like it. You know, the best part about it is you don't have to bring tons of quarters to play. You just pay $10.99, and that gets you a bracelet.
Oh, okay.
The bracelet lets you play as many games as you want all day. They said even if you leave and you come back, as long as you still have your bracelet, you can continue to play
Really?
games.
Even if you leave and come back?
Yes,
Be there all day long?
absolutely,
A
yeah.
marathon of games?
Exactly. They also have tables set up if you want to play card games with friends and things like that, or maybe meet some people there who want to play. You can do that as well. They have space for that.
That is cool. Monopoly. Those things would take hours on doing. So that's our top 10 list date night. There's no excuse. Bring your better half, or find a few people and just do several couples together and just go out and have a good time, right? Thanks, Victoria. Appreciate you coming out. Explore Gwinnett's top 10 list, date night. Look out for the next one.
Join us every month for Explore Gwinnett's top 10 list on the Peachtree Corners Life podcast and website. See you next time.